Donald Trump's proposal to permanently relocate Palestinians from Gaza and have the United States assume control and reconstruct the territory is sparking widespread international backlash as the administration attempts to promote this contentious strategy. The U.S. will take over the Gaza Strip and will handle it effectively. We'll own it, President Trump declared in a striking statement alongside Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, the leader who directed Israel's near-constant bombardment of Gaza during the conflict with Hamas. Arab nations are firmly rejecting the idea of accepting displaced Gazans, a stance supported by the United Nations chief. In seeking solutions, we must avoid exacerbating the problem. Adherence to international law is crucial, and we must prevent any form of ethnic cleansing, he emphasized. A day after the significant policy shift, U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio defended the president's vision, asserting that the plan to bring peace to the region is sincere. This is a unique proposal, one no other nation has put forward. It's something people should seriously consider. It wasn't intended as an aggressive move, but rather as a generous gesture to oversee the rebuilding of a devastated area, Rubio stated. However, even if Gazans were to return, they would face dire conditions, with unexploded ordnance, debris and rubble rendering the region unsafe. The Gaza Strip, a Palestinian territory on the Mediterranean coast, spans approximately 360 square kilometers, bordered by Israel and Egypt. Home to around 2.3 million people, the area is governed by Hamas, the militant group that initiated the war with an attack on southern Israel on October 7, 2023. A recent ceasefire has allowed many Palestinians to return to their devastated homes, but they are resolutely opposed to Trump's plan. We are staying here. Where else would we go? We don't want to move to America or anywhere else. This is our land, our home. We'd rather die here than lose everything we have, one resident expressed. Despite the destruction, their homes hold immeasurable value. Seeing our homes again brought us a sense of safety and peace, another added. The conflict has left about two-thirds of Gaza's pre-war structures, roughly 170,000 buildings, damaged or destroyed. A UN assessment estimates that clearing over 50 million tons of rubble, much of it contaminated with asbestos and human remains, could cost up to $1.9 billion and take more than 2 decades. Palestinian authorities believe up to 10,000 bodies remain buried in the debris. The UN warns that the war has set Gaza's development back by at least 69 years. Economic progress and cooperation are essential, but not at the cost of fundamental rights and freedoms, the organization stressed, highlighting the expectations placed on Palestinians by Israel, the U.S., and others. Like indigenous peoples worldwide, Palestinians remain steadfast in their determination to resist surrender. Aerial footage of Gaza reveals the extensive devastation, yet the concept of transforming the region into a Middle Eastern Riviera, complete with resorts fostering international coexistence, is not entirely new. Nearly a year ago, Jared Kushner, Trump's son-in-law and former advisor, discussed the potential value of Gaza's waterfront property during a talk at Harvard University. Gaza's coastal land could be incredibly valuable if efforts were focused on building livelihoods. Imagine if the resources spent on tunnels and weapons had been invested in education and innovation. What could have been achieved? Kushner remarked. He added, "It's a tragic situation, but from Israel's perspective, relocating the population and revitalizing the area would be the best course of action."